you doing?
Hey guys, Fox Green back here again at Redhills. In this game I'm taking up a defensive position here, defending against enemies attacking through these two locations. This next game is like Rush in Call of Duty. The enemies must push in and plant a bomb, and us defenders only have one life. When we're shot, we must fall back to the next location, and the process repeats. I think the enemy team don't expect me to be pushed so far forward in the trenches, and are caught a little off guard. For now, it seems that all enemies are just pushing up the right hand side, but I'm conscious that they can come from the left of me too. I decide to check the left hand side to see if there's anyone in the bunker yet. It seems like the enemies are now attempting to try to come from this side also. It doesn't take me long, however, to deal with them, and once I'm happy, I can revert back to the right hand side.
That's a decent spot, I got a good few kills there. Guy this side. Got him.
It's time to go up and check out the main fort to make sure everybody else is getting on okay, especially over on the far left hand side. In this next shot, I cant my gun to the left. This is because there's a wind going from left to right and I'm trying to compensate for it. However, I do so a little bit too much and miss by a fraction. On my next shot, I canted a lot less, and the results are far better. Sometimes it takes a shot or two to home in your shooting. I managed to pull off some pretty nice long-range shots despite this wind. Again, you can see how much my rifle was canted for that last shot. This position starts taking heavy incoming fire, so I decided to move back to the position I was originally in. Moving around frequently is a very good idea. Try not to stick your head up in the same place more than twice if you've been seen. As you can see by this next shot, it flies way off to the right. I think this, in my own opinion, is a really defective BB. Have you ever had the same happen to you? And if so, what's your opinion on this? I returned to the center of the base and realized that a lot of our team are still alive, so we're actually defending this location very well.
Where's that coming from, guys?
I have a lucky escape here. After reloading my mag, I forgot to cock my gun. I tried to no-scope this guy and my shot didn't fire. Luckily, his shot didn't either. I do a quick function check to make sure the gun is working, and then I get back stuck into the game.
It's alright, it's alright.
I push right back to the back of the map to have a safe look to see where the enemies are coming from. Back here, I'm pretty much out of range, so once I establish where the enemies are, I get right back in.
That's the young lady talking to watch putting on the 58.
I spot one enemy taking up a position near the bunker. It's time to take this guy out.
Where is it? They're coming, they're coming. They look like they're rushing. You see them? Are they there?
My teammates are now dwindling, and enemies are definitely starting to take advantage of this and make a push. Watch this location very closely.
Oh shit!
To my surprise, that enemy just stuck out.
He was right
his gun
there.
didn't fire. Thinking quick before he solves the issue with his gun, I decided to charge at him.
He's done.
Just in case you're wondering, there are no minimum engagement distances in a one-duel environment, and on the same day I didn't have my pistol with me, so I had no choice but to use my sniper rifle up close. I tried to make a mad dash across open ground to catch the enemy by surprise. However, the only person I managed to surprise were my own teammates, who shot me by mistake.
Oh, you shot me?
The next location to defend was here. I decided to take up a defensive position here, shooting at people coming from the farmyard, from behind this barrier. I take a group of 4 people down with me to defend this
I need
side.
at least 4 or 5 people down here.
It doesn't take long before I come under fire.
Oh, they're shooting, they're shooting. Through the gap in the gate.
That the enemy aren't actually allowed to push through this area, I decide to go back up. Sure enough, the enemy are making a large push up here. One of my teammates calls out the positions of some enemies, and I try and take aim on them. Hit by a volley of shots, I push back into this final area, except the enemies have run out of time and don't get to attack it. This next footage is just general gameplay in the farmyard area itself. I hope you enjoy it.
Have we got enemies?
Here it's very close quarters and sniping is quite difficult. Tried to push out of the farmyard area back into this old house where I have a bit more range and security. As you can see, this long house on the right overlooks the barnyard area, which is perfect for me. This shot is around 50 meters, which is extremely far for one Jew. This is kind of on the upper limit of as far as you can shoot, especially with a 0.32 gram BB. I move into the adjacent room to get a different angle on targets.
Many guys, but it's just a long shot.
Yeah, so you're back out. What is it?
I now decide to push down the left hand side of the map in what's called the tractor shed. This gives some good angles into the barn. However, first I must help a player out with an area called the rat run.
That's there and just aim down there.
I can.
There's a few guys that like to, poke their head down.
The rat run secure, I can now try and get some angles into that barn.
Yeah.
One down there. There's one down the opening up board with it.
He's down.
Running out of targets coming from this side, I push back into the old house. Here I find the enemies advancing into the courtyard right in front of the house.
He's down.
Alright, I know, shoot me before and still fucking coming.
One down.
Where is this? Like corner.
Keep firing.
With a well-placed enemy shot, I lose my life and the game ends soon after. As always guys, thank you very much for watching and be sure to check out Redhills Airsoft.